Hi guys, Swansea City here, back again for another video and back again for a match review on the channel. Today's match review, I will be reviewing today's game, I should say. Swansea City's 2-1 victory over Derby County, which leaves Derby County looking over the back of their necks in the relegation zone, looking towards the bottom three. Well, Swansea City, we're on the sun beach, we've got Cooper with the glass on, all the players topless, laying on the sunbeds, enjoying life, while Derby are running around the streets begging for 3 points. What a funny analogy, eh? Let's turn cards on. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the early people in here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good Saturday evening. How are you doing? I've had a decent Saturday, to be fair. Obviously, just went on Jake's channel to do my bit of his match review. But yeah, I'm having a good Saturday. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are well. I'll go through the lineups, reviews, talk about the game, player ratings, and I'll get some of you guys on in the end, which hopefully is a good review. So make sure you smash like button on this stream, guys, if you do enjoy. Of course, this is the last home game of the season review, of course, not talking about the playoff reviews as well. I'm good, thank you, Kieran, mate. How are you doing? We're going to wait for a few more people to join in. I'll talk about the result and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result today, even though the game wasn't great. Still doing 2-1 against any championship side in the division is pretty good. And, with our home form recently, then it's a really good result. Hello, Dr. Blu-ray 14. I butchered that name. Welcome to the stream, the Dr. Foyne Blu-ray reviews. Hopefully you well. Hello, Gordon. How you doing, mate? So let's go on to the team then. Swansea City lined up in a 4-3-3 formation. 5 changes to the side, which due to Reading. In goals, Freddie Woodman, Connor Roberts, Ben Cabango, Ryan Bennett, Jake Bidwell, made from the back four and the goalkeeper. Midfield 3 then, Corey Smith, Jan Dan and Matt Grimes, the captain. And the attacking trio was Morgan Whittaker, Liam Cullen and Jamal Lowe. My original thoughts on that lineup, I said in my watch along, would have liked Latabody to play. I wasn't a big fan of Lowe starting when, I think we should have rested him. For Derby, then they were 4-2-3-1 formation, which kind of went to a back five when they were defending. They had Keller in goal, Edmondson, Clark, Forsyth, Bryan. I think it's just Bryn. I don't know, it's Bryan. Knight, Shinnie, Jazwiak, Lawrence, Waghorn, and Kazim Richards. So those were both teams Derby pretty attacking team with Lawrence, Waghorn, Kazim Richards, and Joswiak all starting. Obviously, they did have some players missing, injured, like Christian Bielik, who was and still is a great player for Derby, and they have missed him this season. So going on to the game then, Swansea had a big first chance. I think it was like a Derby County throw-in, and we defended well, and Nathan Bryan just completely miscontrolled the ball in the halfway line. Jamalo nicks it off. It was a 2-on-1. You think Swansea going to score. He unselfishly passes to Morgan Whittaker, whose touch is just really, really poor and heavy. I think you can put that bad touch down to, a lack of game time, a lack of start, a lack of confidence. And I think if Morgan Whittaker had that chance in the second half after he scored, I think that probably would have been 1-0 in the opening few minutes. Hello, Mike. How you doing, mate? Hello, Sir Bacon. Hello, Ashton. Hello, Doodle. Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, like I just said, so they should have scored in the opening 3 minutes. And then nothing really happened for the next 15, 20 minutes. Like I was saying in the stream watch long, the ball's going out for throw-ins a lot. But Derby did have a chance. It was a lovely play from Joswiak, who plays a lovely ball into the box with Kazim Richards. It looks like he's going to score. It's basically a one-on-one, one shot on Freddie Woodman there. Ben Cabango comes out of nowhere, slides tackle. The ball's still going towards Freddie Woodman goal, but the pace of the ball just takes it really, really slow, and it's easy for Woodman to get. So fair play, Cabango. That was an excellent tackle. And that was literally the end of the half. There was literally nothing in it. Like I was saying, at the half, there was like one shot apiece. Derby had that one shot on time from Kazim Richards wasn't even really good. No worries, Mike, no worries. But yeah, that was the half. And, going into half time, then we were saying a few changes, maybe, of course, no changes. And in the second half, then Derby do take lead in the 47th minute. It was lovely play from Martin Waghorn and gives it back out to Nathan Bryan, who potentially should have been sent off in the first half. I got to mention, another late tackle, and Jamal Lowe, a dangerous tackle off the ground, out of control. He was already on a yellow, and the ref decided not to give a yellow card for that. I thought he should have been sent off. But anyway, the man who probably should have been sent off contributes to the goal. He puts in a lovely ball to the back post. Those Tom Lawrence, who just heads it home, beats Connor Roberts. He just wanted more than Connor Roberts. It's always hard defending, those crosses, but you got to want it. For me, Roberts just didn't want that cross enough. A fair play from Tom Lawrence. He'll know Connor Roberts very well. I do believe Lawrence is a Cardiff fan. Unfortunately, he does score. So fair play to Tom Lawrence scoring a header. It was a good header, to be fair to him. But I think that, goal shouldn't have happened. Bryan should have been sent off in the first half. And, Robs has got to be doing better for the crosses. Literally a similar goal to we conceded against Reading last week. Literally, the other fullback bid will just stand there for Yanku Meite. I know this week is Connor Roberts just standing there for Tom Lawrence. So fair play to him. And then on the 62nd minute, then Swansea City did get an equaliser. It was a short corner from Matt Grimes. I'm not a big fan of these short corners, but it's a lovely pass to Grimes, who gives it to Lowe. Then Lowe gives it to Jan Danda, who takes a few touches in, swerves, and then a lovely ball to the back post to Ben Cabango, who heads it across goal, and Morgan Whittaker there somehow beats Clark for an header, wins the header. Roos, I don't know why he's behind his net. I don't know why he's behind the net trying to save it, but thankfully he is, and it's like an inch, like 1 inch over the line, very, very short margins. Morgan Whittaker scores, and he does that celebration, of course, against his former club. I think that was due to more of a Wayne Rooney than Derby. Of course, he is a Derby local boy, so of course he obviously still likes Derby, even though what he said his post match. But I think his celebration was due to the fact that Wayne Rooney kind of like, basically kicked him at that first team to do his attitude and stuff like that. So I think that celebration was more towards Wayne Rooney. And then we made a double change. We brought in Ollie Cooper and Ryan Manning, Patrick Bidwell and Morgan Whittaker. Quite funny enough. You don't see after often, do you? You take off the goal scorer who literally just scored a game back in the game. 3 minutes later, then Swansea City do take the lead. It's a wonderful ball from Matt Grimes. A lovely ball into the box. Long pass. And it was an outstanding pass. But what a finish from Conor Roberts on the volley. A right back, not a prolific goal scorer. Andre, that'll be a hard shot for Andre. You forget Conor Roberts. It's a great volley. Keller-Roos again questioned goalkeeping with his positioning, but you can't take anything away from the strike. It's absolutely brilliant from Conor Roberts to direct that on target, let alone the finish. Keeper question marks about what he could have done, but Derby apart from that didn't really offer anything in the second half. They had a crap shot which went way wide, and that was literally the game. There wasn't many chances in the game. The chances which were in the game, basically all the teams scored. Some really good positives. So Brandon Cooper made his Swansea City Championship debut, which was great to see. His second appearance for Swansea City in the first team thing. Ollie Cooper made his first home championship came off the bench. His first championship home appearance was very good. That's his third appearance of the season now, so it's good to see some more youngsters coming in. I said this on Twitter after the game. We ended that game with 4 academy graduates on the pitch. We had Liam Cullen, we had Conor Roberts, we had Brandon Cooper and Ollie Cooper. So it's really good to see a lot more academy players breaking through. And for the under-23s who are in the squad right now, and the under-23s like Ali Al Mohammadi and players like that, they can look towards the Ollie Cooper, the Brandon Coopers, and they can realise that they will get there one day if they carry on their hard work. So going to the stats, then we had 58% possession to Derby County's 42% possession. Funny enough, we only had 0.58 expected goals, and Derby had 0.91 expected goals. I think the majority of that expected goals came from Kazim Richards' chest, which he probably should have scored. Of course, we had 4 shots, they had 9 shots, and out of the 4 shots we had 2 of the big chances we took. Of course, we had 2 on target and they had 4 on target, so we had 2 shots on target, we scored both of them, which is very good. We had 2 yellow cards, they had 1 yellow card. Of course, we had a yellow card for Jamal Lowe, which got booked for simulation. I think it was a dive, to be honest, and also Morgan Whittaker got booked for a foul. Freddie Woodman had to make 3 saves, nothing really convincing. There was a save in the second half where he just parried away, but it literally could have caught it. There was one for the TV cameras. Derby goalkeeper Keller-Roos had to make 0 saves, and the 2 saves he probably should have made, he didn't save, unfortunately for him. So where does this leave the 2 sides then? Swansea then stay in 4th place in the Sky Bet Championship with 80 points. Very, very good for us to stay in 4th, or should I say move to 4th. Very, very good for us. We are 4 points behind 3rd. Of course, with 1 game left, we cannot go into 3rd place. So it's very, very unlikely that we'll play Brentford because we've got better goals than Barnsley. So basically, you can cross out Swans playing Brentford in the semi-finals like last year. If we are going to verse Brentford in the playoffs, it will be the final because we're not going to finish 6th now, which is good for us. And we are 3 points ahead of 5th and 6th. Like I said, we're not going to finish 6th now due to a goal difference from Barnsley. Bournemouth got better goal difference, so if they win their next game, we lose, they'll go above us. So realistically, I'd say it's a 75% chance that we will get Bournemouth in the playoffs due to, Barnsley playing Norwich and they've got Stoke, so you'd fancy Bournemouth to beat Stoke and Barnsley not to pick up the 3 points. But what I want, Barnsley to get at least a point against Norwich, Bournemouth to lose, and then we can verse Barnsley at home, hopefully, in the second leg. For Derby County, if there's any Derby fans watching, can you finish 5th? Yeah, we can finish 5th. 6th, we can mathematically finish 6th, but it's not going due to a goal difference. Got like 15 better than Barnsley, whatever it is. But Bournemouth, we're 3 points above them, but they've got better goal difference. So if they win against Stoke, we lose against Watford, we'll drop down to 5th. They'll finish 4th because Barnsley can't overtake us. So realistically, it's going to be Brentford versus Barnsley and Swansea versus Bournemouth. I do think, we'll finish 4th. I fancy it's getting something out of Watford. So yeah, realistically, I think we're going to versus Bournemouth. So Derby, 21st in the Sky Bet Championship with 43 points. Not great, are they? 5 points being 20th. They're not going to finish 20th now, but they're only 3 points above 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So it's going to go to the final day. Of course, they're 3 points above Rotherham, who do have a game in hand midweek. So if Rotherham win that game in hand midweek against Luton, Derby will drop into the bottom 3 going into the final day. And who do they have final day? Sheffield Wednesday. So I should be doing a watch along next week. It's not certain though, guys. But if I am doing a watch along for that Watford game, I'll be commentating that Derby Sheffield Wednesday game, because what a game that is going to be. And like I said, wrong game in hand. So, you know, Derby, the way they play today, they will go down to the player like that. I know they scored. I know both teams wasn't great, but there's just lack of ability to defend is really worrying. And Wayne Rooney, you know, I didn't see much tactical changes there. It was just like for like, and you know, you can tell Rooney's early into his managerial career because, you know, he didn't do a great job. But we're going to go into the player ratings now, guys, so make sure you guys contribute in the player ratings and I'll get some of you guys in and stuff like that. Of course, if you've got any questions, put them in down below and I will answer them over the next couple of minutes. And make sure you smash the like button on the stream, guys. You're going to get it for 30 likes. So if you are new, please do like the stream and subscribe if you are new as well. So we're going to go into the player ratings. We're going to start with Freddie Woodman, the goalkeeper. Of course, couldn't really do anything about the goal. It was a solid header. One part of his game, again, where he needs to improve his kicking. Which, you know, there was a little mistake in there where Watford tried counter-attack, but it was a poor pass and Smith intercepted it. So I'd give Woodman a 6. I thought, you know, it was a pretty decent game. The saves he had to make, he did do pretty well, but, you know, there was just one save in the second half where he could have caught it, but just decided to push out. Would have been the TV camera saves, and there's hardly any cameras there. So I'll give him a 6, 6, 7, 8, so a range of player ratings there. See what the rest of you guys are going. 8, 6, 6, 7. So I think you guys go for a 6 as well. A few 6s in there. Going to go to the right back, Connor Roberts. Obviously, I personally think he could have done a little bit better defensively for Tom Lawrence's goal, but you've got to give him credit for that finish. And, you know, I'm just going to pretend that goal never happened, and it wasn't a mistake, but I just would have liked to see him get, you know, close to his man. But for that goal, I'm going to give him an 8 because that finish, you know, Messi and Ronaldo will be proud of that finish. And, you know, it's such a hard finish on the volley, tight angle, and he's done very, very well. So 8 for me. 8, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 7. Mike, it looks like you've put a -7 there, mate. 9. So I think you guys go for 8 for Connor Roberts, which is fair enough. Go to the left back, and then we've got the centre backs. Going to Bidwell. Gotta be honest, I thought Bidwell was the worst player on the pitch today. I didn't think he had a great game. Every time I seen him on the ball, he gave it away very sloppily. He was giving away a lot of cheap throw-ins, and he didn't have a great game for me, Jake Bidwell, today. So I'd ask him a 5. I thought, you know, he was very poor. And as soon as Manning came on, we had a bit more attacking intent. So, you know, if Bidwell keeps carrying on like that, you can forget playing the playoffs, mate, because I thought he was absolutely shocking today. You know, he did well against Reading getting that second goal, but just didn't offer anything going forward. And defensively, I thought he was pretty poor. 6, 6, 4, 5, 3, 6. So I think you guys give him a 6 for Bidwell, which is fair enough. Centre-backs then. We'll start for the right centre-back, which was Ben Cabango. Solid game, Cabango. You know, we've got him into a new contract until 2025, which is very good. Because if there is interest from other clubs, which reported in January, which was Leeds, you know, we can sell him for a high fee, which is very, very good. Very, very good, Cabango. You got to remember, this is like his first proper season as a Swansea City player. And my word, what a season it has been for him. I'll give him an 8. Same as Connor Roberts. For he's very, very good defensively. You know, that block in the first half on Carson Richards' shot was excellent. Got an assist as well for a danger, quite a hard header to get across because he couldn't head it towards the keeper. So 8. I thought he was absolutely awesome today, Cabango. And you know, he if he keeps performing like that, he's got to be in with a shout of playing in the playoffs. Maybe go to a back 5 and play him with Guehi and Bennett. But you know, the way he's playing at the moment, Cabango, it's really, really good. 8, 8, 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 7. So I think you guys are just edging an 8 for Cabango. Bennett, I thought he was a bit quiet, Bennett. Didn't really have many clearances to do, and when he did have a clearance to do, he did do it well. So I'd give Bennett an 8 to be... No, sorry, not an 8, a 7. I thought he was all right, to be fair, Ryan Bennett. I thought Cabango was just the better of the two today, though, which isn't really bad because Cabango had a great game. So, yeah, like Nicholas, you said average, but I'd give him a 7 because he did make some good interceptions. So, 6, 6, 6, 8, 7, 6. So, 6 for Bennett. So, that's fair enough, guys. Midfield, 3 will start for the right centre mid, which was, I believe it was Jan Danda. Now, the people say, oh, I didn't offer anything, didn't get an assist or anything, but for the first goal, that ball across to Cabango was excellent. There was a few opportunities in the second half where you just played a split through ball, and unfortunately the thing. So I thought that was impressive, really. For a player who's not played too often, I thought, you know, that ball to Cabango and he headed across the Whittaker's goal was really, really good. So I'd give Danda a 7. I do like Danda. Hopefully he plays against Watford as well. You know, there's no point dropping him for that considering it's a shit game. But yeah, I'll give a 7. See what you guys are saying. 6, 6, 6, 8, 5, 7. So a few good player ratings there. Oh, I'm tired. I do need a shave, I reckon. I don't know. It's just the camera, but I don't need a shave. It's just the camera. So you guys say a 7 for Dan, which is fair enough. Corey Smith, very, very good performance. I thought defensively solid. Won a few good balls from the back. Energy really good. I don't think him and Fulton work as well anymore. At the start of the season they did, but I just think, you either play one or the other. And I think Smith had a decent game, so I'll give him a 7 as well. For he was all right, actually. So Mike says 7, 6, 7, 7, 7. So another 7 for Smith. Matt Grimes, 8. Awesome performance, to be honest. Got the assist, which is absolutely phenomenal pass. Yes, there's a lot of space, but we still got to execute the pass. Broke up the play very well, and, he still got stuck into tackles. Grimes could easily have today not gone into a tackle and thought, I want to keep myself fit for the playoffs, but he just tried like any other game, went into the tackles, won the ball, and really good performance from the captain. 8 for me. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6. So a lot of people agree with the 8s. Another couple of 8s there. So an 8 for Grimes. Up front 3, Whittaker. This is going to seem a bit harsh, but I didn't think he had a great game. I know he scored, but he did get taken off, which I say a lot. I'm going to give Whittaker I'll give him a 6. Now, I know 6 is a bit low, but I just don't think he had a great game. Every time I saw him have the ball, he kind of give it away. That chance in the first couple of minutes where he just mucked it up. Yes, the goal, good header to be fair, but, anyone should be able to hit the target from there. 6 for me. I know he scored, but his all-round game wasn't great. And, I know he's a youngster. Fair play for him scoring. Hopefully he can give him a bit of confidence. But I just didn't think he had a great game. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6, mate. I know he scored, but I just didn't think he was that good. And he got taken off. And you don't see players who just score get taken off often, do you? So even if he didn't score, he would have got taken off anyway. So I don't think he was that good. Yeah, I think a 7's fair, but for me a 6 because I didn't think the front 3 contributed much to the game. 6, 7, 6, 6. So you guys are going to give a 7, which is fair enough. Hello, Dawn. Make sure you smash a like button on today's stream, mate. I know you're happy with the result. Yeah. So you guys are going to 7. I'm going to go to Liam Cullen. I thought Cullen didn't really get into the game, to be honest. Was winning through 3 kicks. Good to see Cullen last the full 94 minutes for once. So hopefully he's getting back to full fitness. I'd like to see Cullen with a low one side and the other side of him. I think that would be a really good front 3. Yeah, same as Whittaker. I thought he was pretty average today, so a 6 for Liam Cullen. 7, 7, 6, 6. 6, 6. So 4 6s there, 2 7s. Let's wait for a few more comments, which will be coming in. A few more 6s. So a 6 of Cullen. The last of the starting 11, Jamal Lowe. Same as Cullen and Whittaker, really. Couldn't really get in the game. He had that chance in the 30 minutes, which he did well to pass it to Whittaker. But apart from that, he didn't really offer much of the game, so I'll give him a 6 as well. I thought all the front 3 today were pretty average, which wasn't really their fault because we didn't really have the ball too much because Derby, tried creating things. We just sat off really and defended well. So, yeah, you guys can agree with a 6 there. Going to the substitutes then, there was 4 substitutes. We're going to go to Ollie Cooper. Do you know what? I'm going to give it a 7. I know I've given some players a 6, but it's only his second ever game. I think it's his longest. Time on the pitch for us. I think against Forest he had 20 minutes. Millwall he had like a minute. And today he had a good half hour. I'll give him a 7 for the half hour he played. He did look like a professional. He was getting stuck in, passed the ball nicely, and I don't think he'd give the ball away at all. So a 7 for Ollie Cooper. Good to see him make his first team appearance off the bench at home, and hopefully we can see more of him against Watford and teams like that. So let's see what you guys are saying. 6 looks lively, says the Guzzy. 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I think a 7's fair. Go remember, this is, he's only made a couple of appearances for us. Ryan Manning, I'll give him a 6. Thought he was okay when he came on. Didn't really have to do much. And I just think when Manning came on, though, we did look a bit more attacking. Don't think he contributed to any of the goals. So, yeah, 6 for Manning. Thought he was all right. But, he's better than Bidwell, who I give a 5. So, yeah. 6, because he says 6 improves on the attacking play. Well, I think he came on when he was 1-1. So, obviously him coming on helped a little bit. 7, 6. So 7 for Manning. Jay Fulton came on for the final 5 minutes. We didn't concede in that time. Solid, so I'll give him a 6. See what you guys say for Fulton. Fulton, he's got to be one of the first names on the team sheet when we play probably Bournemouth or Barnsley in the playoffs. He's got to be one of the first names on the team sheet, 100%. Because we don't do no such things as NA or 0.5 or 0.9. We give everyone a rating. We give everyone a rating. So you guys gave him a 6. And then the last player who came on, Brandon Cooper, came on for the final minute and a half. We're not going to be able to because he not give him a rating. But I thought he was all right. Well, I can't comment too much. He came for a minute and 5, didn't he? But what I'm going to say is it's great to see Cooper make his first ever appearance at the Liberty Stadium in the first team. He had a great start of the season at Newport. Unfortunately, we had to record him due to injuries at the time. I probably would loan him up next year to Newport again if they go in League One or they're saying League Two. I think he thrived there. And another season on loan, I think he'd do really, really well. And I think Cooper, just give him a 6 average really. But yeah, it's great to see him make his thing. Yeah, on for his league debut. Yeah, really good to see him. Of course, he has made his debut before. So, it's good to see him make his league debut. And it's a good step for Brandon Cooper. So you guys gave him a 6 as well. Going to the manager, and then we'll go on to the referee, Steve Cooper. I gave him a 7. Made changes when we needed to make changes. Even though we scored 1-1, he still made the change. He was going to make a 1-0 down. Fair play to him. Made changes. Can't complain with that. I'd like to see a bit of rotation next week against Watford as well. And, you can't complain. We're in the playoffs, guys. We're 5th in the league. Sorry, we're 4th in the league. We're above Bournemouth, who scored is ridiculous. And, we've got 80 points this season, 80 other points another season. We'd be, put it this way, Fulham were on 81 points last year and they got playoffs and they nearly went up on that amount. So, we could have more points than Fulham last year and look where they are now in the Premier League. So, yeah, 7. You guys gave him 7. Referee, Darren Bond, 5. He got the Jamal Lowe penalty spot on. It wasn't a penalty. But referees are paid to make big decisions. They are paid to get the correct decisions on the pitch. I don't care if there's nothing to play for us. I want the referee to make the right decisions. I don't care if it's a pre-season friendly, a Champions League final, or a championship game we don't really care about. He's got to make the right decisions. And the big talking point is that red card. Not many people talk about it because it's a shit game, really. But he's on a yellow card. He dives in late, off the ground, out of control, fouls low, nothing. Not even a second yellow. If he's not on a yellow card, that's a yellow card. I just understand these referees who don't give a yellow, he's already on a yellow. If it's a yellow card, it's a yellow card. If a player kicks the ball away in a second, not to time waste, but in frustration, it's a yellow card. Don't matter if he's in the first minute or 90th, and it's a yellow card. So Darren Bond, mate, you're nothing like James Bond. You are a villain, though, so a 5 for you. 4, 5, 4, 4, 3. I know not many people talk about it because we won the game and, there's enough to play for, but I still got to talk about it. This is the reason why I do match reviews. It's a red, never mind. Yeah, it's a good point, actually. But, I think if they got a red card there, we would convincingly have won that game. Who would I want? I would like us to play Barnsley in the playoffs, mate, but it looks like it will be Bournemouth, which at the end of the day, we will have to beat Bournemouth in the final or the semi-final if we want to get to the Premier League. So, we're just going to have to perform for our lives and hopefully that'll be enough. But, yeah, thanks for the player ratings, guys. Like I said, the stats I've just gone through and stuff like that. So really good support. So get your questions in for the next couple of minutes and I'll get people on. So if you want to ask any questions about where do I think Swansea will be next year, favourite player. But first of all, before we go into your question, the man of the match, I'll go for Grimes. I thought Grimes was really impressive. That assist was awesome. And, Grimes is one of the most important players on our team now. His contract's up next season. It's really, really important for us to get him down on a new contract because, there'll be teams throwing around. Watford wanted in the start of the season for £10 million. We rejected that. He's a really important player at this level. He's a really good defensive player and he can score goals as well. So for me, my man of the match is Matt Grimes. Let me know who you think and then I'll go into your comments. So because he says, who do I want to sign if Swansea do not go up? It doesn't matter if we go up or don't go up. The main position we need to sign, in my opinion, because he is a striker and a number 10. So an attacking midfielder and a striker. Who would be a best player for us right now? Ryan Brewster or Conor Gallagher? I'd probably go Brewster, mate. So Bacon's man match is Roberts, man match Brandon Cooper. Obviously, you're talking Bango. Because his man match is Smith, Kieran says Grimes. Who do you think will win the playoffs? Says Pro Clubs Clips. I'll probably go for Bournemouth, mate. I just think their squad is really good, and even though they got Jonathan Woodgate, I just think Brentford and Swansea have a tendency to bottle it as such. I don't think Barnsley really have the squad to compete with us three sides. So yeah, for me, Bournemouth, fingers crossed it's us though, but who knows. So Grimes, hello Vex, how you doing, mate? So I reckon you guys go for a Grimes man of the match. So get your comments in. Another question is Gallagher better than Horan? I'd say he was due to his all-round play, but we can't discredit Horan's impact in front of goal he's had. But you can you can give it a hard opinion on his all-round play. So, yeah. Norwich, Watford and both going up with so boring. Yeah, the three teams who got relegated last year. Sheffield United coming down. They were in the Championship 2 seasons ago. West Brom and Fulham coming down. They were in the Championship last year. But a good thing is that Peterborough have been promoted from League One. So there'll be a newish club in the Championship next year, which will be very good. And it'll be interesting who wins the playoffs in that one. So at least Peterborough coming up is a little bit different. And obviously Wickham coming up was a bit different as well. So it's good to see. Who do you think the defence will be in the playoffs? I personally think Cooper will go to a 5 at the back in the playoffs, especially against a team like Bournemouth. I think if we line up with a 4-3-3, the same as Bournemouth, we will just get annihilated. So I don't mind if he goes to a 5 at the back against Bournemouth because, I can see it. Against Barnsley, they play 5 at the back. So I do think Cooper will go 5 at the back in the playoffs, which I don't really mind because it's a two-legged affair. If we need goals in the second leg, we can go 4 at the back and we'll see how things work. But I'm going to turn my camera off for a moment, guys. I'm going to plug in my headset and then I'll get some of you guys in. So don't worry, I'm not gone for long. I'm just going to plug in my headphones and talk about you guys. Of course, the scorers of the time are down below if you don't understand. Of course, Morgan Whittaker, Conor Opp scored for the Swans, and of course, Tom Lawrence scored for Derby County. And I just missed my headset position. That's great. Yeah, of course, 2 Welsh international scorers today. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? 2 Welsh players. So I'm going to put the StreamYard link in down below, guys. If you do want to join, then... what have I done here? There, I just did something wrong there. So I'm going to put the StreamYard link in down below. If you do want to join, then make sure you click the link. If you do want to, no worries. If you do want to turn your camera off when you join, it's up to you. But as long as you make sure you turn your camera on before you join, so I know you're not like a troll or nothing, and you're not doing anything naughty. So there's a link like I just put on the screen there. So put it 3 times, enough for you to see. And it's when social media we win. Yeah, 3 times we've been off social media, mate. 3 wins. Stay off in the playoffs, all right? So I'll wait for some of you guys to join, and hopefully it'll be a good conversation. And just check my phone for a minute. Yeah, I can't believe we're in May already. The season's gone so quick. I remember it feels like yesterday when I did that Newport live stream watch along. We lost 2-0. And I was thinking, oh my god, what a great season this will be. And things like that. So we're gonna get some people on. I'm gonna start off with Luca as he was first to join. Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Did you watch the game today?
Yeah. It's on Sky, so I could watch it.
That's good then. So, talk to me about that game. What did you think of it? Do you think we deserved the win? And how important was that 3 points?
Yeah, well, the first half performance wasn't that good. So we the second half performance was a big improvement.
Yeah, that first half was pretty atrocious from both teams, really. But second half they get an early goal as the screen going up on the 48th minute, and we were all thinking, "Oh, here we go again." But to be fair to the players, similar to the Wickham game, really, we responded well, got 2 quick goals, and I think we deserved it just in the end. I know Derby had more shots on target and more shots in total, but I think we just controlled the game a lot better than Derby, to be honest.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Yeah.
So, who is your man of the match for today then?
Probably Grimes. I think he played really well. Yeah.
Yeah, very important player for us this season. It's important that we get him to a new contract because, in the summer there'll be clubs going around him, and we need to get him down to a new contract. Who's the player you were most disappointed with today?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. Maybe Cullen. Maybe Cullen. I think he should have got forward a bit more and had some more shots, but
yeah. Of course, like I said, we can't face Brentford anymore in the playoffs, which is kind of good because history cannot repeat itself from last year. But it does look like we're going to face Bournemouth unless Barnsley can get something out of Norwich and Bournemouth lose against Stoke, or Bournemouth draw against Stoke and Barnsley beat Norwich. But let's say we're going to face Bournemouth. Would you play a 5 or 4 at the back for those 2 games?
Yeah, I'd play 5 definitely. We need to play as strong and as familiar, like a familiar formation that Steve Cooper knows how to use and knows how to play, so we can get out.
Would you like to see against Watford then? Would you like to see a 5 at the back then in preparation for those 2 games?
Yeah, I think it'd be good practice against a good side. So yeah.
Yeah, someone just reminded me in the comments, Stoke do like doing us a favour on the final day. Yes, they do. So hopefully they can do another favour for us on the final day. That'll be good.
Hopefully, yeah.
So going on to that game against Watford, I think they rested a few players today, which was like really weird because they were going to go for the league title. They needed a win to keep up any hope, and they just rested players like Sarr. And like I was like, why? Why are you resting players? So going on to Watford next week, I think it's the most pointless game this season. Both teams have got nothing to play for now. What's your score prediction?
Probably either a 0-0 or a 1-1. I don't think anyone's going to win or draw, or win or lose, because we're both going to be playing such, weird teams with lots of changes.
I do fancy us getting something on Watford next week, and it's a bit of a shame, really, because looking at this game a few months back, we were thinking, no, could go to the final day, and looking at this is just such a pointless game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, and speak to you next week.
Yep. See you next week.
See you later. Right, we're gonna get on to Guzzy.
Hello.
You right, Abraham?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that performance then for the Swansea result?
Well, Derby needed to win, but we did win, and we wanted to win to boost the confidence for Swansea into the playoffs.
Yeah, I know you're a big fan of Welsh players. So how happy are you to see Tom Lawrence on the score sheet? Even though we did, if we win, if we are to concede, at least it's to a Welsh player, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. I predicted Tom Lawrence to score. I won speeches when Tom Lawrence did actually score, and I did predict. I think I did predict Whittaker. Did I predict Whittaker? I said 3-1, but in real it's 2-1. Jamalo offside could have. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that was well offside. So,
Yeah.
who is the player which disappointed you the most today?
I didn't really see much, but like you said, it's Pedro just giving away all the time. I wouldn't say Connor Roberts, because Connor Roberts did the score, but Bidwell.
Good finish as well.
Yeah.
So going on to next week's game against Watford, what is your score prediction?
Oh, what for? I ain't good for. If they rotate, maybe I might go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Who do you reckon will score for both teams?
I don't know much. About free Watford. What?
Well, I can name you a few players. They got Sarr, Gray. They got Joe Pedro, Sen Kema, Dan Gosling, Cleverly.
I might say Pedro to score first, then I'll go for Lowe to score after that.
Jamal Lowe.
Yeah.
I'd probably rest him though, to be honest. If I had the choice, I'd play like the under 18s. Like, no point playing players, because realistically, we're gonna finish 5th as lower, so it doesn't really bother us, to be honest. But it does look like we'll probably face Bournemouth in the playoffs, which I'm gutted with, because it sounds weird, but a win today was probably a shit result for us. Like, a loss today probably would have been a better result. Now I know that sounds silly, but yeah, just fingers crossed Barnsley can win next week or something. But say we play Bournemouth. Are you looking forward to the Chris Mep and Cabango reunion?
I hope Cabango start, and if Chris Methven starts, like every time Chris Methven starts, like recently, Bournemouth lose. And if we don't
play today, they lost 1-0 to Wickham.
Yeah. Yeah, and we probably will not even use Chris Methven in the playoffs. If Chris Methven, if somehow like one defender got injured, like I know they have Cameron Carter-Vickers and Cook who are now preferred over Chris Methven. And every time I see Chris Methven play, he made like so many mistakes. I had.
Do you know about Chris Methven? I think he did play against us when we lost 3-0. I think he came on as a sub. I'm pretty sure he did like the 93rd minute.
3 minutes ago, I was fuming because Chris Methven played 3 minutes and Cabango played no minutes, and Chris Methven started against Cabango, which.
Well, I know you're a big fan. I know you're a big fan of Cabango, and again, he had a good game today. So maybe if we do go to a back five, against whoever we play in the playoffs, and he might play. But you got to remember that Cal Norton did set out today, so he'd be. But to be fair to Cabango, he did have a good game today.
Yeah, of course.
But But I'm going to let you go anyway, and I get Dawn. So thanks for coming on. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
I'll see you later, mate. Right, we're going to get Dawn. He's probably going to be a happy Forest fan today. Sheffield Wednesday away isn't for everyone.
Listen to me, right? I was a Sheffield Wednesday fan today.
That's shocking. That's shocking. Imagine not.
Why is it shocking? Listen to we drawn. Listen to we drawn. That's the most important thing. We didn't lose. We drawn. And listen to me, right? When Forest got a penalty, everyone wanted to miss.
Well, you didn't. I was watching reaction. You said, "Oh, get him out." You don't want him there now. He wants to go.
I was being sarcastic.
Newport, that's why.
A what?
He's ready to go to Newport next season. That's why.
Listen to me, right? All about the right is right. Swansea, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Swansea, for winning. Because all I'm going to say is, right, I thought when Derby scored, I thought it was staying up. But I went to the kitchen and I thought, come on, 1-1. Then again, I thought, someone said scored, but no, so ran. I saw your vlog, get it!
Whittaker as well, former Derby player. You went like that as well, celebrating.
Listen to me, right? I'm hoping Derby lose because I'm about to do a video of relegation. So hopefully this pulls off. Where's Jamal? Why is Jamal not scoring?
Well, he did score, but he was way offside.
I said to you last week, if Jamal scores 4 goals, I'll give you a tenner.
Can't even score 1. Right, I can ask you a question here.
What?
For the playoffs, you got Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth, Barnsley. Who do you reckon's going up?
Me personally, Bournemouth.
Yeah,
Bournemouth. Only because, like, with Swansea, I just don't think they've got the experience. You got teams like Bournemouth that they've got a strong side on paper.
Yeah,
but
realistically, we probably will verse them in the semis, which is going to be annoying.
Who've got so far though?
Well, Brentford are third with 84 points. We're fourth with 80 points, and you got Brentford and Barnsley on 77 points each.
Okay, so you got Brentford then?
No, Brentford will play 6th and 4th will play 5th, so we can't verse Brentford basically, which is quite good.
You need to dodge Brentford then. I just think how did Brentford get Brentford won 2-0, didn't they?
Yeah, against Watford. Funny enough.
So it's good. I personally think Bournemouth will go up, but I think Brentford and you lot will mess up. You lot will mess
again.
But at the same time, I said on my stream because start of the season. Did you do a prediction video to where all the teams will finish?
Yeah.
Where did you put Barnsley?
I think I put them like 17th. For last season, I put them like 12th. To be fair, so last season I picked them highly. Guess
where I put them?
Bottom.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I put bottom of the league. When I do it, I'm gonna get absolutely hammered for it.
Well, I had the top 3 spot on. I've had the top 3 spot on, so at least I got something right.
I got Norwich right. I said Norwich will win the league.
Let me guess. So Forest top 6.
Oh, dude. I said I saw Forest 6. I should finish 6, but
do you know, funny thing, Connor Ort's going against an East Midlands club again. He just loves East Midlands.
He loves it, doesn't he? And that's why
he's 3 times against Forest, now against Derby. Just loves it.
Listen to me. when I heard Conor Robson scoring, I went, for freaking hell, he loves scoring past East Midlands club, don't he?
Well, he only scores against small clubs, so hence why he scored against Forest 3 times.
This is right. This to any Derby fans watching. I hope you're Dan. I hope we don't play you again, because at least you can play for the Nigel Clough Trophy, because we'll keep the Brian Clough Trophy. So,
how's the gap though? Enjoy playoffs for two years running in the playoffs while you're just sitting mid-table and bottling it.
Before I go, all I'm going to celebrate. Thank you for the win today.
You're welcome.
This is my celebration drink, lemonade.
By the way, before you go, do you know the last game of the season? Do you know who Bournemouth have? Do you know who Bournemouth have?
Who do you got?
Stoke. So fingers crossed, Stoke can do us a favour 2 years running. Come on, Stoke.
There's no need for that, is there, Reece? There's absolutely no need. But that's bad memories.
I got a band to mid-table clubs, so.
Right. Thank you, Reece, for you not winning today. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy my lamb and lemonade, and finish my editing of the hopefully Derby relegation party.
Oh God!
Right, cheers, dude.
Yeah, speak to you soon. Right, thank you very much, Mr. Dole, for coming on there. Do appreciate it. Right, we're going to get on Lucas. Well, there's a few more people waiting down below. Hello. You all right?
Hello. Yeah.
You all right? What do you think about that game today, then?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, who's your man of the match?
Either Grimes or Connor Roberts.
Yeah, both of them played well, to be honest. Against Watford next week, what is your score prediction?
2-1.
Sorry about that. Someone walked in. Sorry about that. Yeah. I need a message on my door. Stop my brother from walking in on streams. Mike's pissing himself. Go away, Mike. Newport are in League 2, mate. I can't say much. They beat us this season. So what's your score prediction, sorry, for Watford?
2-1.
Swans or Watford?
Watford.
Oh, come on. Bit of positivity to end the season. Who do you reckon will score for us?
Hopefully Ayew, if he gets his fitness up.
Would you play him or would you rest him for the playoffs?
I would rest him, but put him on the bench.
Yeah, that's a sensible choice. Could you maybe give him 20 minutes off the bench, maybe, on something like that? But who do you reckon will go up through the playoffs then? Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth or Barnsley?
Definitely Brentford, because they've got Ivan Toney.
Yeah, when you got a player like that in the Championship, then, you've got a great chance. Anyway, thank you very much for coming on, Lucas, and speak to you next week.
Bye.
See you later. Right, we're going to get on Dr. Blu-ray reviews. Still a lot of people left, so if you are in the bottom, I will get you on. How are you doing, mate?
All right.
Nice haircut you got there.
Yeah.
Obviously, new haircut, new win for the Swans. What do you think about that performance today?
Pretty good, yeah.
What about that first half, though? It was shit, wasn't it, first half?
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt, who's your man of the match today?
Matt Grimes.
Yeah, I think Grimes is a good shout. He was very, very good today, wasn't he? Against Watford next week, score prediction?
1-1.
Scorers, or just the score for Swans?
Probably low for Swansea.
Jamal Lowe. Go on to the playoffs then. I've asked this a few people. Of course, we know who's getting the playoffs now. So who do you reckon's going out of Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth, and Barnsley? Who do you reckon?
Brentford.
Brentford. See, a lot of people saying Brentford. I don't want them to go up, though, after last year, after Thomas Frank and stuff. I hate Brentford.
I think we could possibly get to the final.
Yeah, I imagine losing the final, but I think we're going to face Bournemouth. It does look like, but the Championship's a weird league. Like, who would predict Wickham to win? So fingers crossed going to face Barnsley, but even that will be a tough game. But yeah, any last words then, mate? Anything else to add? No words. Well, it's good to see you back on. Hopefully you're well, and I'll speak to you next week against Watford. Right, we're going to get Aaron, Football Forever DRFC. Don't think we've had him on before. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, not doing too bad. I had a look at you. Are you a Doncaster fan?
I am indeed. We could have got to the Championship if it wasn't for our bad run of form in the last 8 weeks, but yeah, we're there.
And Darren will basically snaking you, but
yeah, it's not similar story to Grant McCann a couple of years ago, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, when he went to Hull and then you first been like a pre-season friendly then, didn't you? I remember that. I'm just checking where you are in the league. Oh, yeah, you're 12th, yeah. So you're not going to go up, unfortunately.
No, we were confirmed today that mathematically we're not going to get 6th place because Portsmouth won. So it's just playing for pride now and just seeing what we can do in the last 2 games of James Coppinger's Doncaster Rovers career.
Yeah. What do you think of your season so far then? Is better than you expected, or?
We started off well and then everything just fell apart during the January window. We brought in a load more loanees. We over-relied on them. The board admitted they over-relied on loanees. Then sold our star player, Ben Whiteman, and the wheel just completely collapsed.
He was playing against the Swans a few weeks back, and he is actually pretty decent. He's got a hold of midfielder, to be honest, or box-to-box, decent.
I've heard Preston fans really do rate him, and similar to Max Waters when we released him because we didn't have the funds to keep him in the youth anymore, and then he goes and performs well at Crawley, goes to Cardiff. I've heard the Cardiff fans really love him, so we're building players that are being loved at other clubs just as much as we love them at Rovers. So it's a weird one, mate. But I've heard there's a new era dawning. Obviously, it is a big new era with James Coppinger retiring at the end of this season. So we've got Blackpool and Peterborough on next Sunday. Then we're gonna go to the stadium. Well, we're gonna go to the stadium next Sunday and hopefully see him for the last time. So I'll be down there. Even if we can't get in to watch the game, I'll be down there. And 17 years at one club is unbelievable. And I never thought I'd see the day that Coppinger would retire from this club, but it's come. And you know what? Maybe it's a blessing in disguise because maybe now we'll be going into a brand new era, which might be a very exciting one for the club. Because we've never reached the top flight. We've never gone higher than like 10th in the Championship. So, that maybe exciting times are ahead when we get our new manager, our new talent and identification manager, new signings, new players on the field, new strategy. So it looks like a brand new era could be dawning next season, which could be very exciting.
Yeah, and hopefully fans in stadiums as well to witness all of that.
Yeah, and from a Swansea perspective, I've kept a good eye on you guys from a distance this season. I think you've upset the apple cart on a few teams that I thought were going to be up there for promotion. Teams like Stoke and Nottingham Forest, I thought could have been up there with the quality of squad they've got, and I think Luton could have been closer towards the playoffs, but it's been a real upset of the apple cart. So I think going into your game with Watford, who are already up, I think we're looking probably here at maybe a 1-1 draw. I think that's a fair result. I think Swansea could upset the Watford defence a bit.
Yeah, I can't see both teams losing. Watford will want to end the season off pretty good. Swans obviously want a bit of momentum going to the playoffs, but obviously from a Doncaster fan and neutral fans perspective, out of Brentford, Swansea, Bournemouth, Barnsley, who do you reckon will go up in the Premier League with Norwich and Watford?
This is a hard one because Swansea obviously have got the experience of a playoff final. They've got the experience of beating Reading 4-2 a few years back. And I watched that game. It was a brilliant game for the club.
Nervy, mate. 3-0 up, going to 3-2. Jesus.
And then getting that last goal, Scott Sinclair was your best performer on the day, man. Brentford were there last year. They know how it feels to lose. They don't want to go through that feeling again. Bournemouth, they were there in the Premier League last season. They want to be back there at the first time of asking like Norwich and Watford and complete the trio. Barnsley, though, Never rest on Barnsley, because 12 months ago they just survived relegation.
What a story!
On the last day of last season, they survived relegation at the hands of Brentford not getting automatic promotion. Now they could be getting into the Premier League through the playoffs. If
Swans don't go up, I'd love Barnes to go up. It's just a great story. And Vladimir Ishmael,
honestly,
I think he came in, they were like 24th or whatever. And we beat them twice this season 2-0, but they weren't easy games. They are a really, really
I think the playoff table tree is like 3rd versus 5th and 4th versus 6th. So if it stands as it is right now, it would be Brentford versus Bournemouth, I believe, and then Swansea versus Barnsley.
It's 3rd versus 6th and 4th versus 5th. So it'd be Brentford, Barnsley, and us Bournemouth.
Fair enough. I see a final between either Bournemouth, Barnsley, or Swansea, Barnsley. I don't think Brentford will get past. I don't see Brentford getting past Barnsley, but I think they will be right up there as contenders next season. I think it'll be Brentford and West Brom and maybe Sheffield United and Fulham up there for automatic promotion next season. But I think if the final is going to be between Barnsley and Swansea or Barnsley and Bournemouth, I just see Barnsley getting over that final. I just think they have that extra push. And I tell you what, if they don't go up this season, I think they'll be up there next season as well. I've got every faith they'll be up there.
And one thing you can't put your money on is there'll be at least one B team in the final, as it's free play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a weird one, mate. But as a Rovers fan, I'm really looking forward to next season. I feel like, with Coppinger retiring at the end of the season, with a new manager coming in, with new stuff off the field, with new players coming in, however many we bring in, I feel I just have this gut feeling there's a brand new era dawning next season. I've got this real gut feeling. And I'm hearing some names that were linked with in the bookies. You see names like Paul Heckingbottom, and Steve McLaren was listed today, and Uwe Rosler, and Frank Lampard was down there in the bookies as well.
Bloody hell.
So I know. So it should be very, very interesting to see who we do bring in. The criteria is attractive football. And I've seen the final 8, and the criteria officially released in the media was that we've got a real broad spectrum of managers in the final 8. The current interim manager is part of that interview process as part of club policy. But the other 7, there's a range of promotion, silverware, top flight experience, a couple of first timers stepping into their first football league jobs. That's either non-league or foreign managers. So there's a real feeling deep down like, oh, we're really going into an ambitious direction now. So we'll see how the season unfolds next season, but it could be very exciting next season. We could see you guys, in a year's time.
Yeah, that'd be good. And anyway, do appreciate you coming on, mate, and really good insight, Doncaster. Fingers crossed we can play you sometime soon and you can feature in my video and stuff like that. But best luck for next season, mate. And, hopefully we don't see you in the Championship next season, could be in the Prem. But, yeah, hopefully we'll see you sometime soon in some range of football game.
I really want the Keepmoat Stadium to be a Premier League stadium in a good few years. I really want us to get top flight experience because we're one of the only clubs that's missed out on it right now. So we want to feel what you guys felt a few years ago. We want to feel how Bournemouth felt, Norwich, Watford, etc., and Brighton and Huddersfield. We want to feel how they felt in the top flight, playing against Man United and Liverpool and Arsenal and Tottenham every week. So, I want to have that feeling, and I think hopefully the next step to going on that journey towards the top flight will start next season with the new manager and new stuff off the field.
Yeah, best luck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this season. Got Blackpool on Tuesday, get a win there, and then Sunday, 12 o'clock, last game of the season at the Keepmoat, Peterborough United. I'll be there around a couple of hours before kick-off to see Coppinger appear in the last game. So it's gonna be an emotional moment because he's been there 17 years and he's all I've ever known at the club. So
good.
I'm guessing you have memories as a Swansea fan of playing against Coppinger when we were in the Championship with Sean O'Driscoll as manager.
I don't remember that, mate.
I remember he played in the Championship quite a few times when I think when you guys were down there. I think it was before you had Brendan Rodgers as manager or during. But it was when we had Sean O'Driscoll as manager like 10 years ago. So it's very vague memories.
Long time.
long time, but hopefully we get back there. I mean, Peterborough's back up the Championship for the first time in 9 years today. So, we've been away from the Championship for 8 years, going on to 9 years next season. So, maybe it's our time next season. Maybe it's our time.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming on, mate. Speak to you soon and have a good day. Well, have a good night.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated, mate. Robust till I die. Thank you very much.
See you later. Thanks for coming on. Do appreciate that. Right, we're going to get Daffy on. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you all right, mate?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for waiting so long. Do appreciate it. So what do you think about that game today, then?
I think first half was pretty dull, pretty boring to watch. Whittaker should have buried that chance. But then second half, I think clinical in the chance we had, but would have liked us to create it more, really. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Got the win. On to the playoffs then. Who do you reckon will go up, mate?
See, I think if we play Bournemouth, they've lost their last 2 matches. I think of all times to play them, I think it's one of the better times because they've been on real form recently. Then they've lost in the last 2 games. So hopefully, if Lowe's in form and Ayu's in form, we can get some goals past them. I think we could get past there. And then the final, who knows what can happen. But I want to say Swansea, but if not Swansea, I just like Barnsley, I think.
Yeah, what a story. And, we've played them twice this season. Pretty tough games, really. But we, like against Brentford, we've not lost this season. Barnsley, we've won twice. Against Bournemouth, we've not scored. So we don't have a great record against Bournemouth this season. But if we do verse, and then hopefully that could change. And I can't be bothered for another semi-final defeat. Last year was painful enough, but this year it'd be even worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to make it to playoffs, but I think if we want to go up, if the owners properly want us to go up, they've just got to invest a bit of money. I think Clark Harris for Peterborough in the league alone, he's bagging goals. Just get him in. Someone like Lyndon Dykes from QPR, he's brilliant as well. I think I wouldn't mind.
Just gotta find someone who is in our budget and can be, a great signing like a Rhian Brewster who was on loan. Like we just gotta get a striker in wherever league and a number 10. I think a Gibbs White type of player. Just those 2 are the main positions we need next season.
Yeah, I agree.
On to what for next week then? What is your score prediction?
I mean, Lowe loves a goal v Watford. Hopefully Ben Foster's in goal. We can celebrate in front of the GoPro as well. But I'll probably say a draw. I think it's going to be a pretty nothing game. Both teams and nothing to play for. I'd like to see maybe Ollie Cooper have a start. I thought he looked good when he came on. I thought he looked pretty exciting. But yeah, I'm predicting maybe a 1-1 with Lowe on the score sheet.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying draws. I think that is a fair result. But anyway, thank you very much, Daff, for coming on, mate. And hopefully speak to you soon.
Cheers.
See you later, mate. Thanks for coming on. Right, there's a few more people here. I forgot Jake. There's a Watford fan who's going to come on as well, and Mike Green. But by the way, make sure you smash like on this stream, guys. We are approaching the hour mark, so we're still going strong. We're going to get a Watford fan on. He's probably going to brag out about getting automatic promotion. And his name is, he might be a Cardiff fan. I don't know. His name is Watford going up. All right,
mate, you all right? Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Are you a Watford fan or a Cardiff fan?
No, I'm a Watford fan. fan.
See, I don't know if that's good or not because you're just going to brag at all that promotion.
To be honest, we didn't deserve it at all. I think there was one team in the whole division that deserved automatics, and it was Norwich.
Yeah.
Because then between sort of us, Swansea and Brentford, it's just been pretty naff on and off all season.
I think as soon as you changed manager, you went to a more tight formation. You just went on a great run of form, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's because sort of the opposition that we had to play at the time. I think sort of we put 6 past Bristol, and then we had like Blackburn, Preston, and Huddersfield or something like that, and they just weren't on the best form at the time.
Yeah, but fair play to you because I think it was Zisco's second game and he lost against us, and I was thinking because you did look great against us, and I was thinking how is this Watford side up there? And then of course because let's be fair, you've not had like a striker. I know 20 goals season striker.
Yeah,
Sarah a lot, and Deeney. A lot of people expecting him this season great. They've not really been great. And Pedro, he's a youngster. He's done okay, not brilliant though. But do you think you've done well considering you've not had an out-and-out striker all season?
Yeah, no, because I thought sort of going into the second half, the second transfer window, I was like, we have to get in a striker, and obviously we were sort of linked with Vidra, linked with I think taking Brewster on loan. So I know, yeah. So it was a bit sort of last day we didn't really get anyone in, and we struggled. So I thought we were going to struggle for goals this season, but fair enough. He switched to a 4-3-3 and we started scoring.
Are you looking forward to next season and back in the Prem with fans probably back in? Because the last time we were in the grounds, you were in the Prem League side, so you're not missing much. You're back in the Prem then.
Yeah, I think there's going to have to be some signings being made because this squad is nowhere near good enough to be really competing. But I think if we get sort of a few players in, some experience would be all right.
Yeah, on to next week's game, of course, we've got you at Vicarage Road. What do you reckon? What do you reckon of the Swans this season, and what is your score prediction for that game?
I think I think you've been all right. I think you've got some I think you went in a bit dodgy, and then you sort of hit your form, and it just sort of clicked for you, and then you sort of buzzed out again in the sort of the most critical part of the season. You really struggled. Yeah. But I think Swansea are going to nick a 1-0 win.
Well, you reckon we'll win at Vicarage Road?
Oh yeah, we got nothing to play for anymore. So I just don't think.
Why was Sarr not playing today then? Why was Sarr not playing on the wire?
I think he's injured. There's a small injury apparently. Yeah.
Why can he get injured in the last couple of weeks? Give us a bit of a chance.
Yes. He's unplayable at some times.
I just hope we go out there and batter you. Not just the fact we hate Watford, just to put a fact that we're just sour and really bitter. But it's just the fact that you've done a bit more quality. And of course, with the virus, you managed to keep hold of a lot more players. And I think if it was just normal, I don't think it would have been kept of Sarr and players like that. But fair play to you. You've done well this season. It should be a good game. But a few weeks back, everyone was looking at this game thinking our last game was even what a game this will be. And now it's just turned into a bit of a boring game.
Bit of a dull one, yeah.
But anyway, thanks for coming on. If you do want to be part of my video,
thank you for having me.
If you want to be part of my video Friday, I do a match preview, then just hit me up on my social medias and we can sort something out if you want, mate.
Yeah, wicked, all right, wicked. I'll definitely do that. Thank you very much. I shall see you soon.
See you later, and hopefully see you next week. Thanks very much for coming on. Right, I'm going to get Jake on. Mike, if you want to turn your camera on, I'll get you in now. So I'll give Mike 10 seconds. If he doesn't turn his camera on, I assume he's doing something, probably ranting at the screen or something. Otherwise, I'll get Jake in. There we are. Right, I'll get Mike in. He's ready. He's ready. You all right?
How are you doing?
Yeah, not doing too bad. How are you?
Still just recovered, but because it's not done yet, is it really?
No, we were all thinking, Newport have secured and then come Exeter 90 off 97th, whatever net, and Newport are back to reality where they could potentially fall out against a relegated Southend. Are
they down now?
Yeah, mathematically down.
Oh no!
So nothing to play for Southend versus Newport, who could fall out on goal difference.
And who have Exeter got?
I'm going to double check with the fixtures now quickly. So I'm just going to say the league table if anyone knows. So Newport are currently 5th with 72 points. Of course, in the league, if anyone knows, it's 4th, 7th for playoffs. So Newport are 5th with 72 points. Tranmere are 6th with 72 points as well. Forest Green are 7th with 70 points, and you've got Exeter on 69. But you've got better goal difference Forest Green and Tranmere, so that could be bigger. So the fixtures then, let me just find it. Exeter got Barrow at home. Forest Green have got Oldham away. Tranmere have got Colchester home, and you've got Southend away.
Wait, who did you say Exeter got again? You cut out for me, sorry.
Oh, no, sorry. Barrow home, who are 21st,
God.
who are safe, and you've got Southend, who are relegated, and that game could go either way.
The thing is, as well, the goal difference is in Exeter's favour, so if they go and batter Barrow, it's basically saying to Newport, go on, can you do the job pretty much?
Basically, if Tranmere pick up a point, Forest Green win, Exeter win, and you lose.
So basically, essentially, all it is equal Exeter's result, really. Because if we were to lose, Exeter lose, Forest Green and Tranmere both win, we're still in the playoffs either way.
Yeah, so you got 3 chances. Because basically, if you get a point, you're in the playoffs. But if you do lose, then you need 3 teams to all win, which might not happen. But I wish you could stream that, because what a mental stream that could be. The range of emotions in that one would be crazy.
Yeah, I will. The final game of the season is being streamed. Yeah, it's at 3 o'clock as well.
That could be
sweaty.
The thing is,
sweaty pants.
Yeah, because the thing is, you could verse Tranmere, Forest Green, or Morecambe, so you don't even know who you're going to get in the playoffs yet. So a lot of interest.
Exactly. How many points are we behind Morecambe? We're 2 points behind them, I believe. I think they're on 74.
What I found funny was that all Bolton fans fogged and fogged. I went up to Bolton, just let them bottle it.
Yeah, because they're not promoted yet. They Morecambe could still pip them to it.
Bloody hell, you could finish 4th. If you win and Morecambe lose, you'll finish 4th.
Do you know what I mean? It's basically like saying, all you got to do is win. Like, Sheehan said it when we come back from the international break. He said 10 cup finals and 7 out of the. So, this is not being biased. But I genuinely think if we get into the playoffs, we're winning it because we're just on so good form at the moment.
And you have just single-handedly
we're winning it. I'm telling you.
Newport County. You've just jinxed Newport County. I don't want to.
No, if we beat.
Nah, go on. You carry on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So if we go and beat Southend, that'll be 3 wins. 3 wins in a row, and then we'll have the away leg. Yeah, I think it's the away leg first, isn't it, for the higher ranked team, and then the home leg second. Sorry. So if we can get a couple of goals away from home against Forest Green or Tranmere, and nice 0-0 at Rodney Parade gets it done.
What I was going to say is that the final day, you're 4 points off automatic promotion. You got better goal difference than Bolton winning 3rd. If you just had 1 more point, you could have been going for automatic promotion on the final day.
Don't.
4 points away, Mike.
I've done it at full time. I always say to myself at the end of the season, do not look back at the fixtures because you will hurt. It will hurt. And I looked at Southend, at home, and we're cruel. It's cruel.
Yeah, it's just tight. But as long as you get playoffs, whatever happens, you can't call the playoffs. It's just so unpredictable.
Yeah, and since I predicted us to finish 17th, I'll take playoffs.
Yeah. But your video today was class, to be fair. That was class.
I think we're going to do it.
Do you actually?
Yeah, the editing is really good now.
Yeah, I love it. It's class.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I will say this on this live stream now, and it can get clipped, but we're going up. We're doing it.
I wish I could have your confidence, but I'm just sitting back. And
yours is a lot tighter. You've got 2 of the best teams in the league, Brentford and Bournemouth. We got bloody a vegan team, Morecambe, who are absolutely awful, and Tranmere.
Oh. You're just slating you're just slating all these teams right now, and then when they play, they'll batter you. They'll do a Cheltenham in the playoff final, 4-0 or something like that.
Oh, don't. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous because I know I might do a video on Friday night, like a build-up show or something, like showing a montage of the season going into the final day or something. But who knows? Hey, if I have time to do that, I'll do it. But big day tomorrow up north.
Yeah, actually, if anyone doesn't know, Mike is going to Manchester to protest against the Glazers.
There will be a live stream as well from 2:00 as well.
Do you want to reveal how much finances it's costing you?
50 quid. Which is not cheap,
bad,
actually. Well, I think 50, 55 to be fair.
Are you making a vlog of it or just doing like a live stream on YouTube, which should take up your whole 4G?
Oh, the connection outside Old Trafford and inside Old Trafford is absolutely atrocious. No, I'll do a vlog and I'll do a vlog and I'll do the live stream. So obviously do the live stream when I'm there, and then when I'm on the train home, edit the vlog and upload it then.
Well, safe journey to Old Trafford, and good luck for Liverpool tomorrow, and good luck in the protest.
Yeah, cheers, mate, and good luck in the semi-finals
and
the final. And the final, because you're getting there. Swansea are getting in the final against Barnsley.
Well, the thing is, I if we get playoffs, I always do the opposition things. I'll do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and last season it hurt to win Brentford Fulham. It just physically hurt watching the game. I was like, yeah, Brentford have scored, Fulham have scored. No passion, nothing.
Did you do the final? Did you do the final?
Yeah. It was like a 3-hour stream. I don't know why it lasted so long, but I did the final. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the final this year then. Even if, well, I don't know actually. If we're not there, I don't think I can handle it.
I think if me and you have no TV, I think I might get you on for the Swans games if we can like get no TV the same thing. I think I might do that.
Yeah, you can come on for the Newport ones if you want. If it's up to you, I don't mind.
Yeah, because
the playoff. We're both in the playoffs out.
Well, it'd be good from a neutral perspective, really. But if I can get no TV guests on the same minute and stuff like that, then I'm all up for it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. But I can't believe I've just said we're both in the playoffs now. Yeah, touch wood. It's got to happen.
Surely you can't lose to Southend. Surely you can't lose to them.
I'm worried. I generally am really worried because I just know like the stories and stuff behind it, like playoff chasing Newport, lose away to relegated, safe end. I can just see the headline already.
Yeah, that's why, Kieran, because last season's final went to extra time. It was 0-0 and it went to extra time. That's why. Bloody hell. God.
Yeah, because Brian scored. Was it Brian scored that free kick?
Yeah, Joe Bryan scored 2 goals.
What a free kick that was. Unbelievable. He scored twice, didn't he?
Brentford. Yeah, he scored twice. He won 3 goals extra time. But anyway, I'm going to let you go, Mike. Enjoy your Saturday and up the port.
I won't enjoy it, but cheers, mate. Ta-ra, speak to you later.
See you later. Yeah, some good things might come up, hopefully. My last person going to go over an hour 10 into it. So, like I said, I like it between 50 minutes and an hour 20 long. So it'll be going all the way into extra time. So let's get Jake on.
All right.
Thanks for waiting so long. Do appreciate it. We did have someone on earlier who did take a long time talking about some stuff, but whatever. It is what it is. Found your AirPods then, I guess.
Yeah, my brother had them the whole time and didn't tell me.
Well, he just nicked them, did he?
Yeah, but he said he took them, but I couldn't find them way before then, so he must have been lying. But
shocking
from him.
Mike Green just says Doncaster. Yeah. What do you think about that game then?
Well, first off, it was just a shit half in general from both teams, and then second half was quite a good watch, to be fair. Obviously they scored early on into the second half, and then we got 2 goals in 3 minutes, which won us the game. So yeah, I thought it was quite a decent game, to be fair, and I'm glad we got to the 80-point mark.
Yeah, first half was dreadful. It was literally such a snooze fest. There was 2 shots on the whole half.
Bloody hell.
What player impressed you most today? And what player disappointed you the most today?
I'd say the best is probably either Grimes or Roberts, and the worst by far today was Jake Bidwell.
He was so bad.
I know. But I know I'm just glad we got the win. But I don't know. Maybe we should play Manning in the playoffs. I don't know.
Like I said, I'd go for a 5 at the back in the playoffs, because if we are versing Bournemouth over 2 legs, they will do unnecessary things to us in a 4 at the back. So I just think we just have to ride the pressure, and hopefully nothing comes back of that. But to be fair though, if we are going to get to the Premier League, then we will have to beat the Brentfords, the Bournemouths, the Barnsleys to get there. So just to see how we do in it.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Who do you reckon the 3 teams will go down? Of course, no one is mathematically relegated yet. Who do you reckon will go up in the playoffs?
I reckon to go down, it will be as it is now, Wickham, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday. And the team to go up in the playoffs. I'm gonna say Barnsley.
Really, Barnsley?
Yeah, Daryl DK or Dyke, whatever his name is.
I'm gonna be honest. Barnsley are gonna get obliterated. They're not gonna go far in the playoffs. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're not gonna.
I fancy them, to be honest, to get far in the playoffs. I fancy them to win the whole thing.
Thing is, even when we were playing shit, we battered them 2-0. So
we beat 2-0 twice, to me.
Yeah, they're good side, but we just seem to beat them all the time. So
who scored against them? And I know away it was Cabango and Lowe, but who scored at home against them?
It was Jamal Lowe, and I think it was an own goal from Adebayo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why do I remember that like so quickly? I thought that's weird.
Jamal Lowe to score against Barnsley again. If you play against
Well,
him,
he does love a goal against Barnsley. Horhan loves a goal against Brentford, and then no one loves a goal against Bournemouth because we've not scored against them.
Bloody hell.
So, on to next week's game against Watford. What players would you like to see given a chance again or brought in, and what is your score prediction?
I want to see Ollie Cooper, Brandon Cooper, Lantibodier, and Freeman all play.
Freeman.
Freeman. And my score prediction, 2-2.
Ooh.
High scoring, even though it's nothing to play for. I think it'll just be an open game, high scoring.
Yeah. Scorers for Swans?
Scorers. I'm going to go with Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe. And,
for some reason, before you say second, for some reason I reckon you're going to say Latibordia. I don't know why, but...
You're right.
You're actually going to say him.
Yeah, I actually was.
I don't know why. I just thought you were going to say it because...
I believe it lying. I actually would say it. So Jamal
Lowe. The two JLs.
Yeah, exactly.
Just need an S score how to make JLS.
Jolyon Lescott. Bloody hell.
No, who begins with an S for us? Last name with an S. Smith, JLS to score. Jamal Latibordia, Smith, JLS. There we are.
JLS, what a band. Bloody hell.
Other bands, of course, are available. Do you want to show your channel out? There's 20 people watching, so there's bound to be a few people who are not subscribed to your channel.
Yeah, it's pure SCFC vlogs. Obviously, we're on 678 subs as of now. So we're 2 off 680. It's 22 off 700. We'll be stuck on there for bloody ages. But yeah, we just do similar content to Besh. Obviously, we don't do live streams as much, but we will be live streaming the playoffs for definitely. But yeah, we do match previews, match reactions, and live streams as well. So
yeah, and of course, I do feature on Jake's channel quite often. I featured on there earlier, so if you want to check it out, then I would be class. But any more comments before I end the stream?
Can't really think of anything, to be honest.
Barnsley or Bournemouth in the playoffs, would you want? Because we can't get Brentford anymore, so because we're not going to finish 6th anymore. So,
I sound ridiculous saying this, but I think I'd rather play Bournemouth in the semis because I think if we can play Bournemouth, because I would rather lose in the semis than lose in the final. So I think...
Yeah, but we'll get battered over 2 legs, though.
Yeah, but I think if we can beat them in semi-finals, I fancy us to win the final then. So
versus Brentford, penalty shootout, both teams just bought on it.
I'd rather just get Bournemouth out of the way and hopefully try and beat them. But yeah, imagine if we play a final against Brentford. Connor Roberts scores a winning pen and goes up and shush Thomas Frank.
Oh no, mate! Imagine a playoff final penalties. Oh, I couldn't watch. I would. Oh my god, that'd be unreal.
I would. Would you have Andre on it first or last? I'd go last, please.
I wouldn't put him on a penalty. I could put anyone on a penalty. I don't think I could watch. I genuinely don't think I could watch because
even thinking about it's making me nervous now.
Even a semi-final penalty shootout's bad enough. Jesus.
Yeah, Ollie Cooper scores a winning pen. Bloody hell.
Oh, I just hate pen, especially with Andre. I just hate his run-up.
Well, he's only missed one pen for us, and that was in the playoffs
semi-final.
So he hasn't missed a league pen for us.
If we get a penalty in the playoffs,
that would be typical. That would be typical. The only one again that he's missed this season would be in the playoffs.
To be fair though, none of us wanted to play Brentford last year. We beat them in the first leg, but then just got annihilated second leg. So
yeah, I mean, if we'd gone 2-0 up in the first leg, I believe we would have beat them because we didn't take advantage of that because they had a man sent off, didn't they, Rico Henry, and then we had about 10 minutes to get a second goal and sat back. But
the one thing which we might have to advantage this year is having the second leg at home. But does it make a difference with no fans? I don't know if it does.
Well, fans might be in though, won't they? There's a possibility.
I don't think they will.
Was that speculation ended now?
I don't think they are because I don't think Wales fans are allowed, so EFL won't allow it because it's not fair. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But anyway, thanks for coming on and speak to you soon.
Yeah, see you in a bit. Cheers.
Cheers. See you later. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream off for you guys. It's been really, really good. An hour 18 or hour 19 long. If you are watching some playback, fair play. If you're watching some playback, comment Jamalo is the GOAT or something like that. So thanks for watching. Thanks to you, everyone who has come on today. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for the 3 big donators today, and Will Bevan, Martin Phillips, and Phil Jones. Thank you very much for those today. Been a long streams today, but really do appreciate it. There will be a video Friday against Watford, the match preview, and of course the watch on Saturday, and then the review Saturday. And then after that, I think I'm going to do my team of the season for the championship. We'll do the playoff semi-final, both legs, the final, and then we'll do some other content like ranking Swansea City players this season. So a lot of content coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, good win for the Swans today, even though it wasn't really, a massive game. By the end of the day, a bit of momentum. Our first win at home since mid-March. So it's always good to get after the back. So thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one.